was coming down. My two boys worked the iron, hands as hard as mine had grown. We forged one blade before the cold could close the door. We made the iron, we made it warm and true. A blade for a man we hardly ever knew. The hammer knew the silence, the anvil knew the cold. We forged the last good iron these old hands could hold. Hey, hey, hey. The elder boy was proud. He asked me of the war. He asked me if the captain would refuse the king once more. The younger boy was small. He carried up the water cold. I gave them only iron. I gave them what these hands could hold. We made the iron, we made it warm and true. A blade for a man we hardly ever knew. The hammer knew the silence, the anvil knew the cold. We forged the last good iron these old hands could hold. Stood by the wall, the man did not arrive. He'd gone before the snow, he'd gone to stay alive. We were born the same year, in the same hard ground. The captain marched, the smith stayed. The blade was finished, the road out of the village was bare. We wrapped the blade in cloth, we banked the evening fire. The boys grew quiet at the door. The snow began to spire.
We made the iron, we made it warm and true.
A blade for a man we hardly ever knew.
The hammer knew the silence,
the anvil knew the cold.
We forged the last good iron
these old hands could hold.
We made the iron, we made it warm and true.
A blade for a man we hardly ever knew.
The torches came like winter through the snow and through the lane.
The hammer in my hand could not hold back the flame.
We made the iron, we made it warm and true.
The road out of the village filled with riders we both knew. The cold was low, the night was coming down. The elder boy cried, "Father, run." And the torches filled the town. Of gray, the forge was burned and bare. I found two shapes of ash, I did not say a prayer. I built the forge again from what the fire would not take. I forged the iron through the snow, the snow, for 5 long winters, thinking he might come home, might come home. I forged the iron, though no hand came to the door. The hammer kept the silence and no more. The iron sigil in the stones above my sons, the same mark on the blade, the same mark for each one. The ash was on the anvil, the ash was in the grate. The village would not ask me for the iron that I made. I forged the iron through the snow, the snow, the snow, for 10 more winters, knowing he would not come home, not come home. The silence and no more.
He forged the iron forgot him. The ash was in his breath, the light was growing dim.
For 15 winters more I did not ask the reason why. I only kept the hammer and I let the winters by.
I forged the iron through the snow, the snow, the snow.
I stopped the count of winters, he would never come home, never come home. I forged the iron, though no hand came to the door. The hammer kept the silence and no more. He did not come home to us, he went home elsewhere.
I forged the iron, and I cut the iron sigil deep. The boys were in the ground, the forge was mine to keep.
I forged the iron through the snow,
the snow, the snow.
If I stopped the hammer, my 2 boys would die once more. The morning came up gray, the forge was burned and bare. I built it back from ash, and I kept the iron there. He did not come home to us, the years went white and slow, and the hammer kept the silence through the snow.
The snow,
the snow. The last iron left my hands without a hilt or blade. A lump of cooling metal, the last thing I would ever made. I shouldered it and walked the road out of the village cold. I carried the iron down the long and frozen road. No sword, no hilt, no vow, just the weight these old hands hold. He went away to war, he never came back home. I carried the last iron to the grave, he lay alone. I did not walk to blame him, I did not walk to weep. Neither anger nor forgiveness, only iron returned to keep. My boys were in the village, his grave was far and worn. I walked the road of one old man whose sons were long since gone. I carried the iron down the long and frozen road. No sword, no hilt, no vow, just the weight these old hands hold. He went away to war, he never came back home. I carried the last iron to the grave, he lay alone. The grave was bare and broken, no flowers and no crown. A name was cut in stone that no one came to read aloud. I set the iron down, and I did not speak a word. I gave him back the iron, the only thing these hands had heard. I turned back to the road, the snow was coming down. I left the iron on the grave and walked back toward the town. I carried the iron down the long and frozen road, and I left it where he slept, beneath the weight these hands could hold. He went away to war, he never came back home. I left the last iron on the grave, he lay alone. He was not saved, he was not remembered, but the iron stayed. The snow came down upon the grave, the old man could not raise. He carried the iron, and he left it in the cold. The smith was nameless, the captain's stone was old. He was not saved, he was not remembered, but the iron stayed. And the road back to the village was the last road that he made. He was not saved, he was not remembered, but the iron stayed. But the forge remembered him every winter, every blade. The last iron sat upon the grave and did not rust or roam. The captain went to war, the smith walked back toward home. We made a fire low, the fog came off the ground. 8 of us, no banner and no king to call us bound. A young one dug the bank and pulled a cold thing from the mud. He pulled a sigil from the black and standing mud. A stranger's mark, washed gray, no name and no good blood. I did not take it up, I laid it on the stone. We were wolves without a crown, and the mark was not our own. The young one asked me whose it was, his eyes were on the fire. I gave him only silence, for that was our one law and higher. A wolf does not ask the road, another wolf has gone. We keep the pact in silence, and we let the dark come on. He pulled a sigil from the black and standing mud, a stranger's mark, washed gray, no name and no good blood. I did not take it up, I laid it on the stone. We were wolves without a crown, and the mark was not our own. I did not say I knew. A vow that was not ours, washed up from someone's ruin. The young ones watched your hands. The fire burned a coal. The cold came down the bank. The 8 of us sat still, and not one mouth would crack. I wrapped it in a cloth, I hung it at my side. The fog came up the water, and the 8 of us did not divide. Not yet. He pulled a sigil from the black, and standing mud, a stranger's mark, washed gray, no name, and no good blood. I did not take it up, I hung it at my side. We were wolves without a crown, and the silence was our guide. He pulled a sigil from the black, then standing mud, a stranger's mark, washed gray, no name, and no good blood. 3 of them looked east to where the king's fires burned at night. I saw the crack come open, and I did not start the fight. He pulled a sigil from the black, and standing mud, and the pact began to break before the morning came up good. We made our fire low, the fog came off the ground. 8 of us, no banner, and the mark we could not sound. I hung the iron at my side, I did not say a word. The fire went to ash and dark, and the crack was all I heard. By spring 3 rolled their packs before the light came gray. They did not look at me, they turned and walked away. My right hand stood before them, and he named the pact out loud. The 3 marched east to where the king would pay them well. They took our count, our camp, our names, and they had a tale to tell. I did not call them evil, they only wish to live. But a broken pact is a debt that the cold will not forgive. We moved into the mountains, 5 of us through the snow. The king's men searched the marsh below for what the 3 would show. This was no war for a crown, no banner and no song. A pact had hit the mud, and a pact must be made strong. The 3 marched east to where the king would pay them well. They took our count, our camp, our names, and they had a tale to tell. I did not call them evil, they only wish to live. But a broken pact is a debt that the cold will not forgive. My right hand asked me low, whose mark is at your side? I did not answer him, I took it off and let it ride. Into his open hand I closed his fingers on the coal. If I do not come back, return it to the mud. We went up the pass. The frame drum was the only sound that told. The mist closed on the pass, the drum beat hard and low. 5 went up the mountain, 3 came down through the snow. The 3 marched east to where the king would pay them well. We did not march for glory, and we had no tale to tell. I did not call them evil, they only wished to live. But a broken pact is a debt that the cold will not forgive. The three marched east to where the king would pay them well, and two of us went down where the cold mountain water fell. I won no field, no city, no banner and no throne. I only kept the pact, and I kept it nearly alone. The three marched east to where the king would pay them well, and the snow came down the mountain like a slow and silent bell. By spring three rolled their packs before the light came gray. My right hand held the iron, and the two were laid away. I did not march for vengeance, though the king would call it so. A pact had hit the mud, and the pack still loathed the snow. Two of us came back to where the black water lay. The frame drum had gone quiet, and the others had been laid away. My right hand carried the iron the long way down the cold. He gave me back the iron at the edge of the black mud. No banner and no vengeance, only winter and old blood. I did not come for glory, and I did not come to weep.
I came to give the iron
to the water dark and deep. I found the last one waiting in the fog along the fen. What passed between us, there is not a thing I'll name again. The mist took back the sound, the way the marsh takes back the dead. I kept no field, no banner, only the pact and what it said.
He gave me back the iron
at the edge of the black mud.
No banner and no vengeance,
only winter and old blood. I did not come for glory, and I did not come to weep.
I came to give the iron
to the water dark and deep. I held it to the gray, the mark washed thin and worn, a stranger's vow, a stranger's iron, from a war before I was born. This was not our sigil.
Then whose?
And tell me your true name.
I gave him no name back.
I gave the cold mud my reply the same. I let the iron go, and the black water took it down.
4 soft bells of bubble rose,
no flowers and no crown.
He sank the iron
in the edge of the black mud.
No banner and no vengeance,
only winter and old blood. I did not stay for glory, and I did not stay to weep.
The iron went
to the water
keep the fire.
The camp is yours, I walk north.
Then I climb the cold and higher.
He kept no name, no men, no crown.
He gave the iron back to the mud,
And the mud asked him nothing.
the snow began to fall,
And the fog took back the man.
and the wolf walked north.
Until there was no north where he began. He sank the iron. The iron did not sink him.
The black water closed above the mark,
And the fog came thick and dim. He kept no men, no banner, and he kept no stranger's crown. The mud kept the iron, and the wolf walked north and down.
The old man came at dark. He did not stay to speak. He laid a cold thing on the board and turned back to the street. I opened up the cloth and there was iron, only iron in my hands. They sent me back the iron. They did not send the man. He marched out in the autumn and the winter took his land. I did not light a candle and I did not say his name. I held the iron to my chest and I did not weep the same. The child was sleeping warm, too small to understand. His little fingers found the cold and closed around my hand. I did not pull it from him, I did not tell him why. A soldier's mark, a stranger's weight, a thing I could not cry. They sent me back the iron, they did not send the man. He marched out in the autumn and the winter took his land. I did not light a candle and I did not say his name. I held the iron to my chest and I did not weep the same. He marched, I stayed, the iron stayed with me. I knew that one cold morning they would come for what I keep. I knew the road would bring them, knew the dust, knew the day, so I would not break tonight. The iron does not bend that way. If I let the grief come down, the iron would come down too. I cut a cord of leather and I bound it at my side. I hung the iron on my hip and let the long night ride. They sent me back the iron, they did not send the man. He marched out in the autumn and the winter took his land. I did not light a candle and I did not say his name. I wore the iron at my side and I did not weep the same. They sent me back the iron, they did not send the man. And one day they would come to take the boy from my own hand. I did not light a candle, I did not fall apart. I bound the cold and heavy thing above my breaking heart. They sent me back the iron, they did not send the man. And the iron taught me standing the way no soft thing can. The old man came at dark, he did not stay to speak. The child slept on, the snow came down, the candle stayed unlit. I wore the iron at my side, I did not weep, I stayed. And I waited for the morning and the riders it would bring. Came at noon, the dust rose off the lane. A man with reins and paper read the boys out by their names. He came up to my door and he wrote my son into his hand. I did not raise a blade, I did not raise a cry. I raised the cold and heavy thing my husband left behind. I held the iron up between the rider and the boy, and the dust came down to silence in the middle of the road. He did not read it out, he did not say a word. He looked a long while at the mark he must have heard of somewhere down the line in some old order given low. He did not write the reason and he did not let it show. I did not raise a blade, I did not raise a cry. I raised the cold and heavy thing my husband left behind. I held the iron up between the rider and the boy, and the dust came down to silence in the middle of the road. Hold the iron up, do not let it shake. He turned his horse around, he took another son. The lane went gray and empty, and the thing I held was done. I did not raise a blade, I did not raise a cry. I raised the cold and heavy thing my husband left behind. I held the iron up, and the rider rode away, and the boy was at my skirts, and the iron made him stay. I did not raise a blade, I did not raise a cry. I raised the iron of a man who marched away to die. And half the village called me wise to keep my only one, and half the village said I sold the name to save the son. I did not raise a blade, I did not raise a cry. I let them say their bitter words, and I let the iron lie. The riders came at noon, the dust rose off the lane. By dark the street was talking, and the talk has never changed. I did not raise a blade, I did not weep, I stayed. I set the iron on the board, and it was heavier that day. Morning came up white, the kettle had gone cold. I set the iron on the board, the way I have grown old. My child sat at the table, grown and gray, and asked me of the man the iron over, and I say, this now is yours. The cord is old and mended, where the years have worn the cloth. I do not give you sorrow, and I do not give you blame. I give you only iron. I have nothing of his name. My hands have lost their strength, my voice has lost its weight, but the iron has the morning when the riders came too late. The iron has the standing and the long unweeping years. The iron has the bitter street. The iron has it clear. I push the iron over and I say, this now is yours. The cord is old and mended, where the years have worn the cloth. I do not give you sorrow, and I do not give you blame. I give you only iron. I have nothing of his name. I take it from my own hip, I untie the worn out cord, I tie it round my child, and I do not speak a word. The iron does not lighten, and it does not ask me why. I only know it carried me through every year gone by. My child stands at the door with the iron at the side, and out beyond the field a broken crown is dim and wide. The iron is passed over, and it is not mine to hold. The cord is on another hip, the morning white and cold. I do not pass down sorrow, and I do not pass down blame. I pass down only iron. I keep no piece of name. I cannot tell you who he was. The years have worn him thin. I cannot tell you of his face. The iron took him in. I do not pass down sorrow, and I do not pass down blame. The man is gone, the grief is mine. You carry just the same, the cold and heavy iron that a soldier left behind, and the standing it has taught us that no soft thing can find. I do not remember your father, I remember only the iron. The cord is on your hip now, and the morning's white and dim. The crown is broken on the hill, the field is bare and wide. The iron stayed, the man did not. I did not, only the iron.
I came off the field with the dust in my coat, a blade gone dull and a war in my throat. I do not ask where her road has been.
I only walk where I've not been.
I came down the hill with the cold at my back. A name I won't speak, and a hole I can't pack. I do not ask
who he used to be. I only watch how he watches me.
Low and slow, the long road turned, two strangers walking, neither learn. We share the road,
but we share no name.
we share the dust,
but we share no blame.
the iron is heavy,
The silence the same,
we walk together,
and never the same.
he carries a sigil of cold warm gray.
The same dull iron my dad wore that day.
I have seen that mark on a soldier's hand,
I do not know,
and I do not demand. She carries a weight that she keeps from sight,
a gray coat shape
that she guards at night. I have seen that shape, I have known that gray.
on a road I marched the other way.
We share the road,
But we share no name,
we share the dust,
but we share no blame.
the iron is heavy,
The silence the same,
we walk together.
and never the same.
If I ask her once,
The road will end.
if I ask him once,
I lose the road we tend,
so I do not ask,
and I do not say.
so I do not ask.
I only walk the day.
There's iron half sunk in the roadside mud, old as a war and dark as old blood. A sigil come up from the dark below,
Whose war it was,
I do not know. We share the road,
but we share no name,
we share the dust,
but we share no blame.
the iron is heavy,
The silence the same,
we walk together.
and never the same.
We share the road,
We share the road, but we share no name. We share no name.
we share the dust,
We share the dust, but we share no blame. But we share no blame.
the iron is heavy,
The silence the same,
we walk together.
and never the same.
A road runs gray,
Where the dead leaves blow,
a stranger walks.
where I have to go.
The bridge where the old stones lean, past a forge gone dark and a hearth gone clean. I felt the cold of a fire long dead, and I said no word of the things unsaid.
We passed a stone where a sigil lay, left at the road by a child one day.
I knew the shape, I knew the gray, and I kept my knowing and walked away. Mile by mile, the doubt it grew.
A
over the mud.
And I tasted iron like an old wound's blood.
He turned up a piece where the reeds grow thin, the same cold mark I had carried in.
I watched him weigh it in his hand,
And the doubt grew tall on the empty land. The road we share is a road of stone. We walk together and walk alone.
the iron we carry we will not show.
The names we hold are the names we owe.
We made no fire when the dark came down.
We sat apart at the edge of the town.
I could have asked him whose blade he bore,
I could have named,
the side of the war.
but a word once asked cannot be unmade.
So I banked no fire and I drew no blade,
She held her tongue,
and I held mine.
and we let the doubt walk down the line.
The road we share is a road of stone. We walk together and walk alone. The iron we carry we will not show.
The names we hold are the names we owe.
The road we share is a road of stone. Oh, we walk together and walk alone. The iron we carry we will not show.
The names we hold are the names we owe.
The road goes on where the cold rain fell.
Two strangers walking and neither will tell. We came to the fork where the old signs lean, worn down to gray, worn down to clean. I looked at the road I would walk alone, and the weight in my coat was a weight of stone.
We came to the place where the two roads part, one to the hills and one from the heart. I held my iron in my weathered hand, and he held his
On the breaking land, here at the end of the road we laid on the iron and the price it weighed.
We never asked and we never knew. We never spoke what the silence grew.
The iron we carried
We set it down
at the fork of the road, by the edge of town.
I could have asked him at the very end if the side he fought was the death of my kin, but the question dies where the two roads part. So I laid my iron and I kept my heart.
I could have told her what blade I bore, the colors I marched in the years of war, but a name once spoken can't be unsaid. So I laid my iron with the silent dead.
We never asked and we never knew. We never spoke what the silence grew.
The iron we carry
We set it down
at the fork of the road,
by the edge of town.
the roadside stone.
He set us down where the grass had grown,
And the two cold blades lay side by side.
with nothing to claim and nothing to hide.
She turned to the hills and she did not look back.
He turned to the valley,
The long gray track,
and the iron stayed where the two roads met.
a thing for the next ones to find and forget.
We never asked and we never knew. We never spoke what the silence grew.
The iron we carried
We set it down
at the fork of the road, by the edge of town. She did not ask his name,
He did not ask hers.
the iron knew them both. He did not ask what she had done.
She did not ask what he had done.
They left the iron
And